Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Remember how I said, a week and a half ago, maybe a little longer than that, I was promoted and that I wouldn't be able to create videos for multiple days that were exactly timed how you're normally used to seeing them timed? Well, today is a great example of that. I started my training for the new promotion today on campus. It was fantastic. I loved every second. But of course, I was away from my phone, my computer. I was able to check at lunch to make sure the interview with KT launched. Thank you to everybody who watched that, who've commented. It's been very encouraging. I didn't know if there was still an appetite for my interview series on the channel because it's been over a year since I've done it. But you all have opened my eyes up to the fact that at least a few people out there still really like the format and think it's a good way to get to know content creators and just talk about really important issues. I try to keep things to about 5 minutes on this channel if I can. That's obviously an hour plus worth of questions and information, and so I think I'm going to continue to try to do that when I can. I don't know how often I can do it, but thanks again to KT1 for also giving the channel his time, because without his kindness and ability to give his time, that video would never have been created. But in the span of that, I see that we have the new daily cards, which, I mean, it's August 7th, so 30 days from now will be around September 7th. And the daily cards have been about $30 between what we're used to seeing and especially, of course, the 14-day versions. Now, this is not $30. This is $70. This is a huge price jump. Now, part of what I think the justification is to double the Tier 6 Class Catalyst Fragment selectors, because normally for $30, Kabam has been pretty good about saying, all right, $30 gets you one Tier 6 Basic, one Tier 3 Alpha, and a 25% Tier 6 Class Catalyst Fragment selector. But if you're going to follow that, then at minimum, it should be $59.99. And it should include two Tier 3 Alpha and two Tier 6 Basic, not just the two 25% Tier 6 Class Catalyst Fragment selectors. So they doubled that, but they left all the other items by itself. Also, there's a trade-off, because in the 14-day daily card, they gave Paragon players one Paragon Crystal per day, or 14 Paragon Crystals for $30. Well, now it's only 10 Paragon Crystals, but you get them immediately. And I'm sure for some people that is a welcome change, but you do not only get shorted from what we saw before, 4 crystals, but most importantly, that was 14 crystals for $30. Now it's 10 crystals for $70. The big complaint with me, though, and what really is making me not want to purchase this, and that's saying something, YouTube, because I have bought every Paragon daily card this year, but it's that this thing is not a selector. For this price, it should be. And just think, this is 30, or 1 per day for 30 days. 30 times 5 is 150. So that is, I assume, 150% of a Tier 6 Class Catalyst. So let's say you want to take up, we'll just say Hercules, because that's the popular example. Hercules to rank 5. Well, we know Hercules to rank 5, you need not 1, not 2, but 3 Tier 6 Class Catalyst of the Cosmic class. Well, let's assume you have 0 Cosmic Class Catalyst fragments. Well, if you were to buy this over the course of a month, if they were selectors, you would have 2 guaranteed Cosmic Catalysts, because you'd have 50% immediately, and you'd choose Cosmic for both of these. And then you just choose Cosmic every day for 30 days. Now, would that be an A-plus deal, even if these were selectors? I don't think so, because I think the price is still a little too high, particularly because of the lack of Tier 6 Basic and Tier 3 Alpha. But it is certainly worlds better than this offer, which absolutely 1,000% is worthless when it comes to targeting a specific class. This goes from 100% chance for a selector here to like about a 16% chance, but I think it's actually less than that, because Kabam literally has an algorithm for every item in the game. This is why it is so easy for you to think that you're going to get any other class of a 5-star awakening gem and you just happen to get 8 science in a row. Because Kabam's algorithm knows your past purchase behavior and wants to give you the class you don't need, because, of course, if they want to get you motivated to purchase an awakening gem, they want it to be a class that you don't have. The interesting thing is the algorithms kind of become irrelevant with generic gems, because then they're not class-based. Generic gems used to be impossible to get. Now they're like candy. So overall, I'm going to give this a C-, even like a D+, depending on how the Paragon crystals go. If this was 2 Tier 6 basic, 2 Tier 3 alpha, and 1 5% Tier 6 class catalyst fragment selector every day, even for $70, I'd give it at least a B- to B. But as it stands right now, I think I'm going to skip this because it's overpriced by a good amount. And I hate saying that, but I think Kabam's price gouging a little bit for $70 to not have this be a selector for Paragon players. I'm sorry, I just can't buy into it. I haven't checked my email. I don't know what the other offers look like, but this is my feedback on this one. Thank you for your patience. From now on, might be 5 to 6 hours, might be 12 hours after an offer is out there. I will eventually get to it, but it won't be right away, depending on the day. I appreciate your understanding as I move into a different phase of my life now, but still want to cover important topics on my YouTube channel.